Good morning and welcome to my live stream. I'm here to help you fight CPS, and I'm your host, Bob Pace. Now, CPS, I call it the Child Protection System because there's so many CPSs in every county, every state, and worldwide. So, make it simple. I identify as a Child Protection System, or CPS for short. So, I just wanted everybody to understood. It's a government agency that was created in 62 by an act of Congress that directed social services to get a group of social workers to protect their children from neglect or abuse and do family reunification. That last part, family reunification, I think that CPS has forgotten about. And I've talked to over 2,900 people these last 25 months. That's over 2 years. And they have one thing in common as well as myself. We all ran into a rogue CPS entity that was corrupt and destroyed our lives. It destroyed my life. I lost my forever home to CPS. I lost my second youngest child to CPS. I'm financially broken because of CPS, and I can't get a job because CPS is on my record. And I'm still fighting. I've been fighting for 15 years. So I'll tell you, they're bad news. And I'm here to help you so you don't have to go through what I went through. Now, they are corrupt. There's many examples of corruptness. I think a lot of you that come in here probably can relate to that. So, anyway, I'm here to talk about it to help you. And hi, Lisa Bartley from Montana. So good to see you. I'm trying to do well. I'm trying to do well. I have still so many battles I fight sometimes and demons and stuff. But, I'm so glad to have people like you that ask me how I'm doing. That's awful sweet of you, Bartley. Now, Bartley is from Montana. She's a single woman that's been scorned by a bunch of guys. She's been raped by the guy that is her biological father, and he is now trying to take possession of their son, which is wrong. She has other children, but they've all grown up. But she has this one child who's only 5 years of age, and she wants to take care of him in her setting. She wants to homeschool him and everything. And but she's been going through nightmares after nightmares after nightmares. But she said she has some good news for me yesterday because she went to court and she's going to tell me. Hopefully, it will tell me. Now, a couple of things in here. If you want to text a message to me, I really appreciate it. I really work best if people are interactive with this live stream. You can text a message, either a question or a comment about CPS. All you need to do is state your first name and your location. And if you're outside the US, put your country. That's all there is to it. And I'd love to have your messages so I can help you. So I can help you. Now you can also be a guest on my live stream. And to be a guest on my live stream, you can pick one of my 14 shows. I'm on every night at 7 p.m. Fight CPS and stop taking our children. Then on the weekdays, I'm on at 10 o'clock in the morning and then on again at 8 o'clock in the morning on the weekends. Again, those times are Pacific Standard Time, the West Coast of California. I'm south of LA at a place called Surf City, USA, 3 blocks from the beach. That's where I'm broadcasting this. So those are the times. You just email me that you want to be a guest, and I can take up 9 of you. I can have 9 of you on my show with me makes 10. So 9 is the max I can do. But I'd love for you to be my guest. When you send me the email to my email address, I had it there and disappeared. It's bpace at vincentwdavis.com. I will send it on to my show producer who will send you a link. All I need to have from you is your phone number and your name and your email. And then she'll take care of the rest. You'll be on SteamYard. That's the application I use. And it uses YouTube to send out my room. And every day I'm talking about issues that relate to your CPS case. I want to help you on there. The rules are simple. Um, there is no there's no profanity in the room. There's no eating or smoking in the room. Also, we need to show respectful and focus on the child protection system, not about politics, not about politics. And that way you'll be fine about that. You'll be fine. Okay. And so um, when you get that um, uh, link, you just copy and put it in your browser. One other thing I forgot: no children's names or social workers' names or judges' names on this live stream. We do not talk about them. Okay. So I'm going to put my phone number up. I've been on for about 6 minutes or so. Um, you're gonna call me at 626-698-0990 if you want to talk to me. That is live. You can call me. Um, Bartley, if you want to call me, that'd be a good time for you to call. Okay, you can call after. Bartley now has a wooden fire. She can now have heat in her place. She's also got a wall furnace that's being set up. They'll run on propane. So she's in good shape about having heat. It gets really cold in Montana. It gets really, really, really cold. So Bartley will be with us shortly. But any of you that want to call in or talk right now, the phone is all yours. Now, this is international podcast, meaning that I talk to people around the world. There's 25 countries, including the U.S. There are Indonesia, Bangladesh, and India. Then in the Middle East, it's Saudi Arabia and Iraq and uh, Libya. Then over the continent of Africa, it's Liberia, Sudan, Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Mozambique, and then the South African um, country with its provinces. Then we go up to Europe, it's United Kingdom, England, Scotland, and Wales, and then Denmark and Sweden. They've all called in or texted in. We go across the pond to North America, we have Canada, its provinces. And then we have the United States, and all 50 states have called in or text in. So we've had 100%, many people from the same state there. Then we go south. Yeah, we south to the United States. Yeah, I was saying that we get all the states. Oh, also, we've heard from Washington, D.C. It's not a state, but there was a case there, a bad case regarding a mother. And then we go south of border Mexico. Then further south to Central America, we have Belize. That was the latest country that called in. And then we go to South America, north of Brazil. On the East Coast, we have Grenada. And then we go across the South Pacific, and we have New Zealand and the land down under Australia and its states. So those are the 25 countries. And I really like you all, to call in or text in. This is the interactive live stream. I really like to have you guys here to help you. I have 5 rules that I've built. Rule 1 is get a real attorney, not a court-appointed attorney. Rule 2 is document everything. Start an instant time log and start a journal. Get tabs to divide up the notebook and put all your court papers, your child protection system papers, any shot tests you're taking, if you're suspected of drugs, and your completion of your parenting classes and your programs like domestic violence and drug treatment, so forth. So, that being said, I have some more people that have come to the room here. I have Cheryl Lynch Vaunch. My life has been devastated since 14 years old. I hear you. I'm now 53. It feels like I live in Russia where there's zero privacy. I plan on a civil trial soon, but never enough for attorney till now. I'm so sorry, Cheryl, because Bartley has a similar situation. And I have other people that as a child they're put into foster care or the parents were really corrupt and it sticks with you. When you grow up, they come after your children. And I'm so sorry, but I know where you're coming from, Cheryl. And I'd like to know what location you are. We have Bartley from Montana. We have JJ. He's been talking the last couple of days. And my profession was a civil engineer, but I'm a marine biologist by trade. I'm a secondary teaching credential in high school biology and chemistry. I'm a marine animal trainer. I've trained killer whales and walruses and pilot whales and dolphins, even penguins and parrots. Can't forget the parrots. And I've worked as a manager of the chart house. So I have a well diverse background. I played rugby and football. I have a college degree, a bachelor of science in marine biology, and I've worked as a scientist on board the research vessel Valero, 110-foot purse-seiner out of the Science Foundation in University of Southern California. So we have JJ, and I'm glad that you come in here. And JJ's had a horrible case. He's been talking to me the last couple of days, and it's really frustrating because he doesn't know. JJ is from uh, a county in Ohio called Claremont, and they have not told him what his allegations are, and they've tried to railroad everything through him. And uh, I think, now I could be wrong, that his daughter can't be with him because his daughter has claimed something against him. I don't know if that's it, JJ. I'm trying to remember. So many people I talked to. So many people I talked to. Anyway, we have JJ from Ohio. We have Cheryl Lynch Vaunch, who is from somewhere. She's going to tell me soon. Bartley from Montana. And then we have the rest of you guys from wherever you're at. I see 3 people in my chat, and I see 3 people in the house. So it must be you guys 3 there. Now, oh, before I forget, that number I have up there in white and red is my attorney's number, 888-888-6582. He can give you legal help. He is a juvenile law, family law, dependents lawyer. He has that background, and he has fought CPS for 40 years, and he's won thousands of releases of kids, and he is available. If you wanted to hire him, let's say you're in LA County, his retainer is $5,000 approximate, and it's $500 an hour. Now, if you want to hire him in Georgia, his retainer is $125,000. It's a little bit more. His case is all contingent on how long the case has been going on and what the how bad the case is. So he was my attorney. He'll get 2 of my 3 children home, and so I've been talking ever since I was set free because I wanted to help people not make the same mistakes that I did. That's why I've come up with my 5 rules. That's where I come up with my 5 rules. Yeah, his stepdaughter is the one the school counselor has called CPS and the police to investigate me for alleged abuse. I'm innocent, though. I know you are, JJ. I know you are. I don't think you are either. There's another gentleman, David Helago, that was wrongfully called by his daughter doing inappropriate behavior. Now, we don't know what your daughter has accused you of, but I know that you were disciplining her by taking away her phone, and so she's probably angry and she's trying to retaliate. She's trying to retaliate. Now my time is showing about 10:28. We're halfway through my show. My show ends at 11 o'clock. My show ends at 11 o'clock. Um, let's see. We have some more conversations here. I'm waiting for Bartley to call me. I thought you'd call me by now, Bartley. You kept me in suspense. And I still don't know where Cheryl Lynn's from, but I'd like to help you. And yeah, you're not having, I know you're in Ohio, JJ. I'm at break at work right now. What kind of work are you doing? What kind of work? At the moment, I'm a free man, but really miss my 15-year-old daughter intensely. I know you do. And that's sad. I miss my daughter too. She's 23 and I've not seen her since 12. So I know the feelings you're going through. I know that's the feeling you're going through. But anyway, we have several people in this room. We have Bartley from Montana. We have Cheryl Lynn Vanch. I have no idea where she's from, but she's come in our room. And then we got JJ from Ohio. He's from a county in Ohio. And I found lots of information about CPS in his neck of the woods. I really did. Good morning, Lisa Bartley. I'm so glad you called me. I've been in suspense from yesterday.
That's funny. Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I am too. It's good to hear your voice. It means a lot to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you too. It is. It's great. And yeah, I just had the court hearing on this Tuesday.
Yeah,
And
2 days ago.
yep. And so I have to just do two more parenting classes, and they're supposed to try to sign me up with their random UA drug facility out here that I've been trying to do for a bit.
Okay.
To my doctor as well.
Okay.
And so the judge said just to do that, the random UAs is I'm going to do it at my doctor's and through their program every time I go in, and that way I do it at my doctor's as well. And then two more parenting classes, and hold on. Parenting classes, the UAs, and was there something else, Bob? I can't even think right now. My mind went blank.
No, I think it was just the parenting classes and your drug test is I think what it was.
Oh, that's how when they sign the release forms, I guess. So they're
Oh
not
yeah,
happy
you
with
have
the
to
way I
sign a
did it
release
earlier.
form. Also, you have to get another court appointed attorney, right?
Well, what's weird is, this just happened Tuesday, right before you started your show. I checked my email, and there I had wrote the attorney yesterday about getting supervised visits in my home, which they approved. So I don't know. I'll have to find out when that'll happen. But that he's going to be gone now till the 10th of November. Naturally, you know how they do that. They're either on vacation or they're busy. It'll get back to you. But when they start, slamming us with things, we're supposed to get right on it, but they don't get right on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do that. They're thoroughly upset because I don't use methamphetamine, and they talking about wanting to come in the house and check the walls. Well, this is a 1973 single wide mobile home I live in. Who knows who owned it? But it's just crazy. But and I guess I'll just do that, and the judge, I guess, then my son won't come home. So that's the plan. Yeah. I just think because of my mother feeding me drugs when I was a child, that's being used against me. That's wrong because I was a little kid at that.
Well, they can't. They should not. And a good attorney would stop that.
Right. You're absolutely right. And everybody's listening. Bob is right about that. Because if I had money right now to hire an attorney, they would file the right thing. They would fight for me. But, like you say, they get paid by the state, which is a fact. And they just do bare minimal. And then I think some of them get scared or intimidated by these people. That they, in fear of maybe losing their position or whatever. I don't know. But are you there, Bob?
Yeah, I am. I am.
Oh, okay. I thought my
So
phone
how
was
did
breaking
it
up.
how did it start off with court? Was it all Zoom or was it in person or what?
No. I was there in person. The attorney showed up in person this time. Didn't show up October 7th, but November 4th she did. And biological dad was there. His attorney was on the Zoom though. And I had testified, so I testified. And I noticed when I reflect now on the testifying part, they really were like, "Do you have bipolar?" That's what they kept saying to me. "You have bipolar? You have even people that have illnesses like that." It was like when I reflect, they were trying to use my illness against me.
Wow.
It's kind of like somebody that has, let's say you're a diabetic and you went into diabetic coma at home, that person should lose their child because they went into diabetic coma. You know what I mean? It's just not. It doesn't make sense. But anyways, I guess you have to play their game. I have just played it so much and just like thoroughly done with it. But I have grown through all this to tell you that it will never happen again.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, how did it long? How did it go? I mean,
Well, shoot, we were started at 1:30. We didn't get out of there until 3:34.
really?
That's how long we were in the courtroom. Yeah.
Now, did they talk
I had
about
friends
your broken door?
were
Did they talk about the illegal
oh
entry, or is that all done now with, or what?
no, wait a minute. Now that's another thing. That's what happened on Monday. Monday I got a call from the attorney that was on the criminal case that got the charges dismissed. And she called me out of the blue, which I'm glad she did. She said that there was a warrant out for my arrest. They had put a warrant out for my arrest after they had refiled two misdemeanor charges, but it's only showing one now, and it's just for resisting arrest.
Well, why is your warrant out there? Because you will appear if you have
Well, they,
to.
they they squashed it. They squashed it on Monday. I had to book and release. They made me go into the jail. I had to book in, fingerprint, take my pictures, and then they released me.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what I did on Monday. And then Tuesday was the hearing, you know, regarding my son. And so, but you know what was weird in the courtroom? They all said this. And from learning from you, it's not true, but how could I argue in the courtroom? They all were saying that I have no right to choose my son's education or his medical needs.
Well, did you ask him if your termination of your rights have been eliminated?
No, they just said as long as there's an open case, I have no right
No,
to
they
choose or
have to
nothing.
terminate it. No, that's wrong.
See, but I said that in there, but they all, you know, like ganged up in a way, you know, all disagree with that. Like I'm a liar or that wasn't true and I don't nothing and there's something. So there was that too happening in there. So anyways, waiting for I got the wood dropped off and the weatherization man's coming out. He's going to check what kind of furnace I have, propane furnace, and
Yeah.
order me one and bring it. So that's great. I'm grateful. Thank you, Jesus. And yeah, just and then after he comes, I'm gonna go to town, and I got a girlfriend that's gonna go with me to help me file the restraining order because I don't want to go alone.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, yeah. And then they didn't even have a stepdad in there at all. And then they were saying total opposite things that supposedly he was saying. Like, she doesn't come and visit. And that's not true. Yes, I do. I go over there and see my son all the time. So, I don't know. I did say on the stand when they asked me, like, I don't remember the question, but why do you think he might be, like, lying or something or making this up about me not being there? I said, well, because he's in it for the money. He gets $532 for the foster care, $250.
Did you do a restraining order against him?
Against the stepdad?
Yeah. Remember, he has been intimidating you. He's the one that raped you.
No, that's the biological dad. That's the one
Oh.
until today, yeah.
Who is the stepdad? You mean Kelly?
Kelly.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And so I said in the courtroom, and when they said, well, why do you think he would make that up? I go, because he's in it for the money, guys. You know, I didn't say guys, but, you know, and I said the amounts, and that was it. And then the only other person that testified was the social worker. And it was quite interesting to watch her up there because I was really calm and relaxed, even the whole time on the stand and everything. And when she was up there, she was like shaking. It was really weird to watch.
Yeah, they always are like that.
She's a new. Yeah, it was weird though. And then like when they were asking her the questions, and I'm looking at her, she was staring at me the whole time.
Well, she's scared what you may tell the truth.
And then they wrote in the thing, it says that what the word did they use? That they know that my son and I have a devoted relationship bond. That they see that me and my son did.
Yeah.
They didn't even use the word but they use another word, but it's something else. You know, so they just add on to it. So they all know. It's just they're just dragging it on. You know, just as long as they can. I'm thinking. You know.
Oh, they are.
Income. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. It's sad, but it's true.
It is sad. It is because you know they want to hurt me for some reason. I don't know why. But ultimately they're hurting my child is what they're doing because he's the one going through it all. You know, having to do this and not go here, go there. They have him all in the world, keeping him busy. And then they wrote in the thing that says that mother wants to snuggle and cuddle her son and hold him and read him a book, and they didn't like that. They want to see me, I guess, like I don't know what they want to see me doing, but I surely miss holding and loving my son, and I don't see what's wrong with that.
I agree. He's only 5 years old.
I know, and they're acting like he's, you know, like 18 or something, the way they're talking, and he was just turned 5 when this all happened. 10 days later, he was 4. 10 days later, after he turned 5, this all happened, So, yeah, Kelly's been having a grand time, I guess. He's, I don't even bring that up. I mean, just the day of my son's surgery, Kelly called me at noon, and then he called me at 2:20 that day, on October 27th, Monday, when my son was having his surgery to get the rods removed.
Yeah, how did that surgery go? How did the surgery go?
Well, praise the Lord, they got both the rods out, but I wasn't allowed to be there. They kept me from that too.
Wow.
They let my biological dad take him for that weekend before, and at the surgery they kept me, and they even kept him from me after to help him recoup.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's sad. It is sad. But that's okay, because this can't go on forever. It's really sad, like, when I wrote the attorney this nice letter before the court, it was like, it's distressing to me as owner that these people, like, are upset because I'm not doing anything wrong, or they don't have anything on me. And then I am a loving, devoted mother, and they just want to try again. There's nothing there again.
You're right. You're right.
And I took 10 plus drug tests in October through my doctor, and I've called the place twice out here and wrote emails about it. This is the day I'm supposed to be here, and they said, well, I need payment. So I said to them, you guys need to pay them so I can start doing the random UAs through the hotline. I guess you call and you get a color. If your color's called, you go in and test.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So, and then they're like, oh, do you want some gas vouchers? I'm like, no, thank you. I don't need anything. I can handle it.
Well, why not take the gas vouchers?
Well, if I have to, but if I can do it without their help, you know what I mean? I don't want them to ever say that I had to lean on them for anything.
Oh, okay. I can.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need that. So, no, I just said no to it. But Kelly's right there in line. I'll take it.
Oh, geez.
It's really sad. The point being, on the 27th of October, when the son was having surgery, Kelly notified me in the morning that he had got through the surgery. They got the 2 rods out successfully, and he was going to be home around noon. So then noon came and went, and then Kelly contacted me at 2:20, and I was talking to him on the phone. I said, are you drinking? And he goes, yeah, I've had a couple. And I said, well, you're not supposed to be doing that. Justin's going to be coming home. My child's going to be coming home, and that you're in there drinking, and the social worker's coming. You better sober it up.
Yeah.
And then he had my son the other day at the bar. I mean, you could take him into bars if there's a girl in there. And they were slowly getting pizza, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. And I really don't have a problem with Kelly drinking either. He's almost 70 years old. He can do what he wants. But when it's going to involve my son, I think.
Well, you need to protect your son. You need to protect your son.
So they said I can have supervised visits in my home time.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll start next week. And but as far as me being around Kelly, I can't put myself around him with my son, because it says in the documents that there is to be no alcohol use or drug use. And
you need to point that out. You need to point that out.
I have, and I brought it up, and then I hear 2 sides of it. Well, they're not doing anything, and then if they did, maybe it would be benefit my son, because who knows what they could do,
Yeah.
Put him back in a foster home. I don't know. We don't want that, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
what Kelly's doing is wrong, and he knows it, and that's okay. It's okay. He learns to be hateful and be of the world. That's cool. But, I'm not going to do it. I am doing what the judge said, like you said, those 3 things I have to do, which is sign the release forms, fine. Take the drug testing, fine. And the 2 more parenting lessons, And I suppose that's all I have to do. So I'm grateful about that. And then, the attorney, I had 2 support people with me, which was great. And when we got out of the courtroom, she said she can file a motion, a status hearing, like in 30 days or something to update. Well, now I know she's gone till November 10th. She sent that 1 minute after I had sent her an email this morning that she was like one of those ones that it's automatic return that says I'm out of the office. But anyways, I'm sure she's in the office, but I just mark it all down like you say, because that's what you gotta do. But even when I went in there and I gave her my evidence and all the submitted drug testing results and everything, she didn't show them to the court. She talked about it. The only thing that was submitted to the judge was the pictures of the house. And I think that was it. They talked about going and got my doctor to write me a letter. He wrote me a letter that, I'm doing great and my medication is managed by him, and they wanted to know who's doing all that. So yeah. I'm excited though that my son will get to come over now. So I'm getting all this prepared in my mind, like we're gonna cook and bake, because it's Steven to do that too, winter. I just found that weird that they wrote in the report that they me and my son's bond, we started with a D, the word not in front of me, but like wasn't devoted, but that we have a really good bond. But and then there's like and they continue on, it's just yeah. Good morning, this is Conversation. Probably has to do with where I live. Spoke to you earlier today with regard to 600-375-9.
Yes. You live in a rural area of Montana, right?
Right, but I own my own mobile home, right? And
Right.
my mobile home's in front, and I live off the main highway. And so, anyways, there's other people that live here on the landlord's property, and so there's this place where I live at, I guess, has a reputation in town. I didn't know that, but like I said, I'm in the front of methamphetamine cooking over here, I guess.
Oh boy.
And so that's why people are telling me, that's why they're harassing me like this, because they think I'm part of it. And I'm not.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, I don't have anything to fear because I don't use drugs, so it's not like I'm worried about anything, but it's like I'm going to do all these things, and I'm just curious what they're going to say next. I mean, if I do these 3 things I'm supposed to do, like I said, I'm going to do them. I've been doing it. And my son should be coming home, Oh, and then the day of the surgery, listen to this, this one made me sick. On October 27th, the reason why my son didn't get home until later afternoon, it was 4 or 5, and because him, or my physical father, and the social worker, and my son, they all hung out all day, and they went shopping and got stuff for his house, for the biological father, and they went and had lunch together and mingled.
Oh boy.
My mind was blown away. I was like, wow. And I'm sure everything that man said to her was, just because I know the type of person he is, was all negative and bad mouthing me when none of it's even true, so therefore I don't even have to say nothing because my quietness will show who I am,
Yeah.
Because I have nothing to fear, because it's all lies. So why even bother with it, just ignore it because it's not true, so. And I'm just pressing on, like I keep telling you, and I'm always constantly focused on Christ too, so just want to throw that out there because I really believe that's really what's getting me through it.
Yes.
With all my heart, soul, and being is Jesus, so.
I agree, and I'm trying to help you as best I can. I'm your
Is that pretty
support
cool?
group. You know, people
Yeah.
got there is. You can tell everybody who's listening right now that Bob does help. He helps you go through. He's very patient. He's been helping you with all your issues. So if you stay and talk to me every day, or come on, I will help you through your case. Doesn't cost you anything.
I appreciate that. Yes. So then I guess what I'd like to prepare on then with you is for the status hearing when the public defender gets back. I will ask her on the 10th to submit the 30-day. I'm thinking, so I can see if he can come home because all that will be dealt with and done. Kelly said, I guess after his perspective is that after I do one or two UAs through their program and they're clean, of course, then I'll be able to have my son unsupervised. The drugs didn't have anything to do with this, what happened here, in my case.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear
The
that.
house was cluttered. That's what it was. The house was cluttered, and we had heat, but we were just using the plug-in heaters, and we were in his room. There was no danger. I even said that because the private attorney from the criminal case, she told me that's what you say when you get on the stand. There was no danger because there wasn't. They made the danger, and ever since all this happened, they have done nothing but put my son through hell in a way. Broke his leg, and then sending him to this man, occasionally on the weekends, and it just breaks my heart. And then when I read, mother wants to always snuggle and hold her son and read him books. What's wrong with that?
Well, they're trying to make it sexual, is what they're trying to do.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick. Well, they're wrong. No, I'm comforting my son, and he's my baby boy, and the only boy I will ever have, and my last child, and I absolutely am in love with him, which any parent should be in love with their children.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But see, that's sick that they would take it that way, that people do that. So wrong. But that's not going to worry about for me. But anyways, that's just terrible. But, yeah, so I'm just pressing on, Bob, and going day by day,
Well, what about your criminal charge? You said that's all over now?
Now, they were all dismissed, and then all of a sudden, they picked up and filed the misdemeanor charge of resisting arrest. And that's why there was a warrant out for my arrest. I didn't even know it. They said, the judge told me in the courtroom on Monday, he said they tried to send me something at my door, paperwork or something. And I said, I never received anything. And because I shown up, they didn't, they squashed the warrant. So I was like, I didn't even know I had a warrant. I didn't even know there were charges filed again. I knew none of this, And then October 15th, the day when we took my son, Kelly and I, to his pre-op before his surgery, and they had that man in my face. That day, I found out about 5 or 7 days later that supposedly somebody, a third party, called Health and Welfare, which for like the Medicaid and food stamps, and said that I was incarcerated on October 15th.
Wow.
And I said, what? How could I be incarcerated? I told they go, my son was in Missoula. We were in Missoula. And on the 15th of October, I also did a drug test at my doctor's clinic. And everybody goes, well, we can tell by talking to you that you're not incarcerated because you're calling us now. And so they had to go through something, and they finally took it out there. But somebody told me I have the right to know who that third party was that said all that. Maybe they were just trying to cause a problem, So I'm just hoping and thinking about, if I can find somebody that could help me, maybe possibly do like a GoFundMe or the cyber begging. Someone told me it's like GoFundMe and see what I
Oh yeah, that'd be great. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Oh, that would be wonderful, right? Absolutely. So, yeah, just throwing that out there in case anybody wants to help me. I'm open to anybody that wants to give me ideas or assistance, you know? Yeah, so, yeah, otherwise everything's going well, Bob. Just, taking it day by day, doing what I need to do and all that I can do. But, yeah, I just thought that was interesting about October 15th, and that was just weird. But I was grateful for that. Oh, and guess what? An attorney that took my case and told me about it Monday that they had a warrant out for me. She said, you tell them when you get there that she said she already called the public defender's office that she wanted my case. She wants my case.
Oh, really?
And she's the one that's taking my yes. And she's also, I asked her 3 times. The third time she said yes. She's going to take my son's case for them.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, she's a really neat lady. I mean, she knows all this is not accurate, and she can see right through it. She's telling me, what they're doing. I'm glad she does, and I'm glad she stands up. But she's an attorney. That's why. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what
that
you
was
mean.
pretty nice of her. I mean, she didn't have to do nothing for me, and to know that she was like, I told them I want the case, and let them know I want your case. And I thought, how nice, That was great to hear that. Yeah. She's such a nice lady. She's always saying, I'm sending you prayers, But I had asked her if she knew Jesus, and she said, yeah. Now the public defender, she said, no, she don't believe in Jesus. So that's kind of a hindrance for me, but maybe she'll meet him through me, through all this. I don't know. God works in mysterious ways. So, yeah, that's where I'm at, Bob. I'm a lot better than the beginning of all this.
Oh, yeah. I think from the first time since I first met you, I think you are, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been really relaxed and just maintaining, and it's all because of God. God's the one helping me. So.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to keep pressing on it, but I just want everybody to know out there that He's there for you guys too. He loves us all. And He can do anything, and He does perform miracles. So that's all I'd like to say about it.
So when's your next court date? When's your next court date?
They set it out for April, the 15th month mark for adoption, they told me.
What do you mean for adoption?
That's what was said in the court. I don't know. But they wanted to talk about when the 15th
What about
month
family
mark.
reunification?
I don't know. Like I was being told, if I do X, Y, Z, those 3 things I told you, then there's no reason why my son can't be home.
Well,
and if they ever use that word, no, I haven't heard it.
Well, you should have flushed them out.
But see, that's the thing. I brought all that and saying all that in emails, everything. Like you say, document and have everything. I have it all. But does it get spoken of, or does it get submitted and people get to see it? No, it didn't happen.
Well, you have to elbow your court-appointed attorney.
I know. She had a notepad there, and I'd write things, and stuff. She could read what I was saying to her in the courtroom, but I mean, she knew it all before, but she doesn't really stand up, Occasionally she'll say something, but like I really think that public defender is intimidated for some reason from these people. Like, I think they're telling her, don't do this, or, this is my assumption, and she's kind of flowing with it, but not, because she knows I deserve to have my son abuser. I looked at him. I've done nothing but love him and teach him of God since he's been alive. Yeah, I stay focused on that. I don't go into listen to anything else of the world, because it's all distressful. And so I just focus, on God, actually, Bob. I lift you up in prayer too, Bob, all the time,
Thank you so much.
Because sometimes I come on there, I just don't say nothing. I just been being quiet lately, and that's okay too. So yeah, I'm grateful things are going good, and just like when the social worker sat in the house, she brought up the biological dad, and I just first thing I said was she asked me like, how do you feel about him? And I said, well, actually, ma'am, I'm not interested in him. I'm interested in my son. Can we talk about him? That's what I'm interested in. I'm not there to badmouth anybody, but I am going to protect myself because he did rape me last year, so. And now they want to dismiss that under the rug because they're out of their minds. But I don't know. You think I'm doing all right, Bob?
Yes, I do. I think you are very, very right of what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. And then just staying focused and then do some self-care and things like that for myself. And yeah. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. It's just a sad, traumatic thing that had to happen to my son, not just my son, to other children out there. It's just those are the ones that are suffering. I mean, yes, it's hard on the parents too, but the kids are the ones that are under their thumb or whatever. Yeah. But I found that interesting, when they said I have no right for education or medical care while the department is involved. So if you know where those laws are, I'd like to print them out and read it and go, hey guys, this is what the law says in Montana. You guys are giving to me.
Yeah, well, you need to get the court papers. Like you just in court, you need a minute order what took place. Do you know what a minute order is?
A minute order.
Yes.
Okay, no, I didn't because I went there yesterday and asked for the order and she said there wasn't one. But I'll go
You asked for the minute order. It's a summary of what took place in court.
Okay.
It's prepared by the clerk and it's public record. And you're entitled to it.
Okay.
When I did my cases 2 Fridays ago, when I won my 3 cases, I asked for the minute order. And they mailed it out for me at no charge.
Congratulations.
They mailed it me out, no charge.
Nice. And congratulations on winning your case.
Yeah, that was 3 of them in that one day. That was amazing.
Wow. That is, right?
Yeah, it was. I couldn't believe it. The first 2 cases were dropped because the arresting officer wasn't there.
Oh. Well,
so that was an easy one. I would want it anyway because I already had proof and the judge would have dropped it out. The third one was the officer showed up, but she said, we'll dismiss the case. You don't have to pay any money.
Wow.
I saved over $900. That was a pretty good fight. And then 2 weeks before that, I fought Social Security and wrote them a letter and won $26,000.
That's great. Oh,
yeah.
That's wonderful. Praise God.
So what I do is that I fight pro se, and I know enough that gets me into trouble, but I seem to do okay.
Why is it that the world gets mad when we know our rights as Americans? You know what I mean? It's like they get really upset when we know things that they're doing wrong in these situations.
Well, I don't have the trouble that our president has. My goodness gracious, he has so many cases, unbelievable.
No, does he? I haven't even heard about it. But
Yeah,
like
it's
I
all right.
said,
Yeah,
last
it's
time I went online was Charlie Kirk, and then after that was people complaining about no food stamps. And so I haven't gone on there because it's just
yeah. By the way, you
unbelievable.
guys, it is true. There is no food stamps, but any day it should be recharged on your EBT card.
Also, they are going to issue them.
Yeah, they are going to. They're not sure
Oh,
when. They're not sure when. But I
the day
think what's
before
going to happen.
Thanksgiving. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm thrilled that my son gets to come in the house, Bob.
Yeah, I know.
He
That's
gets to
so
have his
cool.
supervised visits over here. It's so cool. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm going to ask him for every day. Every day. You know? And then I would think by the status hearing, Bob, is that when I would ask for now, can we overnight? Or, I mean, let's slowly get the ball rolling here, Right? Is that what I would do, Bob?
No, you just call the food stamp number and ask them. You should. I mean, do you have food stamps to begin with?
Oh, no, I was talking about something else. I can't remember. I just
Oh,
got the food stamps, but I
yeah.
hadn't had them for 3 years. I really didn't want anything. Like I said, if I can do without these people, that's great. But I've had the food stamps for a few months now. But
Well, if you need it, you should get it.
yeah, well, I do, and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how's everybody in the room doing, Bob? Is everybody okay?
Yeah, I've heard from JJ has a terrible case. He won't be able to see his daughter, and they're really being mean to him.
Oh, what's his? I don't remember. Is he new? I've never.
He's from Ohio. He's from Claremont County, and we have Corella in here, and she was talking here. Let me see who else. We have some other people here too. We have Justice John. He's new. Justice John is new. JJ is at work, so he can't really talk that much. But Justice John says, "Afternoon, family. I can't do really feel comfortable at this time with too much of an update, except that I'm just not going to be concerned or scared anymore. If I don't have something in my possession right now, then that's okay, Justice John. I must take it as loss, even if it is monetarily. It doesn't mean I'm quitting on my son, who I love so much and doesn't deserve to be a pawn in the Osego sick, corrupt drug human trafficking ring." Um, Justice John says that is yet to be, but hopefully soon gets exposed, which brings me to my update. I'm in the process of writing trafficking unit after receiving an email back from them about information I've already have and been sending them. I need to turn in more details that I was concerned about for doing a risk of retaliation. But I got God and you guys, to every person has been stalking, cloaking, and monitoring, make it a point to be involved in my life. I'm sending every name in, not only to this agency, but to many more political officials and office reporters. My placement meeting is the 17th of November. Just as John says, I have yet not been given a opportunity, or chance, or ability to have any communication or any contact with my baby boy since May 20th, when he was brought to Fox Hospital by Oswego County. Justice John is actually Cassandra. She's just using another name called Justice John. Sheriff's Department also kidnapped CPS, literally kidnapped my son from a location away from my home on May 6th. My supposed parents, younger brother, and wife were involved. They had no warrant, not at all. One party even tried to contact me. They all came together and decided they would take my son. Mind you, this is the same brother who, when my parents had custody wrongfully again the first time, he, as is my brother, would go to my parents and beat the hell out of my son when I called cops after telling my son to tell them they got there when he told me I got off the phone and called 911. And then he says the summer of 2024, so calling 911, another sibling calls me, and it was just the phone number with my mother, who was telling my son if he told the cops about my brother abusing him, she was going to tell. The cops that my son hit her would go to jail for elder abuse, but there are people who have custody of my child. These people also left me alone from the ages of 11 through 13 with friends of theirs and who they say. So I guess your son is um,
They don't even let this person talk to their child?
no, I'm reading all this. I can't believe this. This is Tony the Tiger's new phone. She's using her new phone. Hi, Tony. We knew it was you, Tony, when you said Oceanego County. That is. So we have Tony the Tiger, who's called Cassandra, has a new phone, and she has it registered as Justice John. And people are watching her all the time. She has to be careful. She has to be careful. Now, my time is up now, Bartley. I'm at 11 o'clock, a little after 11, so I need to go. But I want to thank all of you for listening to me. And so good to hear from Tony the Tiger, Justice John, Cassandra. You be careful out there. Cruella from Oxnard, California. It's good to talk to you. And then we have Cassandra talking, Justice John. And then I think we had JJ from Ohio. And thank you, JJ, for coming into the room and so forth. Then we had earlier Cheryl Vaunch. And I don't know what happened to her. She was a 53-year-old woman, but she's disappeared. I don't know where she's from. And then we had Bartley, who's on the phone with me right now. So those are the people I've had here. And I want to thank them all. I need to take my phone number down and put up Doge, which is the government agency that you can make a complaint to. If it doesn't work out, first try at the county with the manager, the supervisor, or the director. If that doesn't work out, go to the state and talk to the civil rights coordinator. If that still doesn't work out, then call Doge and tell me you want to speak to him about that case and you want some
You okay, Bob?
Yeah, I just was looking down at my notes and see if it left off anything. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. I have a notebook and I open it up and I'm scrolling down. And every time I put my head down, everybody thinks I'm going to sleep. But no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, we are. We are. I just want to make sure I didn't leave anybody out of my presentation here. So I want to tell you there'll be a short video to watch after the show ends. Please come and join me tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. God bless you all. And don't give up on your child. Come here first. I will help you. I care about you all. And I really do. And I'm so happy to hear from Lisa Bartley. And so I'm going to end my show now. God bless you. And I'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges. Another kid's innocence corrupted, and if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last one.